Driving without a safety net can be a risky endeavor. Every time you get behind the wheel, you are taking on a certain level of risk. This is why you need uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. It's a type of insurance that protects you in situations where the other driver is at fault, but doesn't have sufficient insurance to cover the damages. Getting behind the wheel of a car comes with inherent risks. Whether you're a seasoned driver or a new one, the road can be unpredictable. We all know that accidents happen. They can occur in the blink of an eye, often when you least expect them. But what happens when the person at fault doesn't have insurance, or worse, enough insurance to cover the damages? This can leave you in a difficult financial situation, having to cover the costs out of your own pocket. This is where uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage becomes your safety net. It steps in to cover the gap, ensuring that you are not left financially stranded. It's not just an optional extra. It's a crucial part of protecting yourself and your finances from the unexpected. Imagine the peace of mind knowing that you are covered no matter what. Uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage can help pay for medical expenses, lost wages, and other damages that result from an accident caused by an uninsured or underinsured driver. Think about your family and loved ones. When you have this coverage, you are not just protecting yourself, but also those who depend on you. Repairing a vehicle after an accident can be costly. Without the right coverage, you might find yourself facing hefty repair bills. Uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage ensures that you are not left to bear these costs alone. It provides a financial cushion that can make a significant difference in such stressful times. When shopping for car insurance, it's essential to consider this type of coverage. Many people overlook it, thinking that it won't happen to them. But the reality is, accidents involving uninsured or underinsured drivers are more common than you might think. Statistics show that a significant number of drivers on the road are either uninsured or underinsured. This means that the chances of being involved in an accident with one of these drivers are higher than you might expect. Driving can already be a stressful experience. The last thing you want is to add the worry of potential financial ruin to that stress. With uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage, you can drive with confidence, knowing that you have a safety net in place. Talk to your insurance agent today about adding this crucial coverage to your policy. It might just be the best decision you make for your financial security and peace of mind. Remember, it's not just about protecting your car. It's about protecting your future. Uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage is an investment in your safety and well-being on the road. Don't wait until it's too late. Make sure you are covered today. What is uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage? Uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage, often referred to as UMUIM, is a type of car insurance that protects you when the other driver is at fault and doesn't have enough insurance, or any at all, to cover the costs. This includes medical bills, lost wages, and car repairs. Basically, it steps in when the other driver can't fulfill their financial responsibility. The sobering reality. Uninsured drivers are everywhere. You might think, that won't happen to me. But the reality is, uninsured drivers are a much bigger problem than you might realize. According to the Insurance Research Council, in 2021, 1 in 8 drivers on U.S. roads was uninsured. That's a significant risk you're taking every time you get behind the wheel. State minimums. The bare minimum, not the safest option. Most states require drivers to carry minimum liability insurance. This covers damage you cause to others in an accident. However, these minimums are often woefully inadequate, especially if you're in a serious accident with high medical expenses. They are designed to meet the legal minimum, not to provide comprehensive financial protection. Imagine this. You're driving home from work after a long day. The sun is setting, casting a golden hue over the bustling city streets. You're thinking about dinner plans, maybe catching up with a friend, or just relaxing at home. The traffic is heavy, but you're used to it. You've done this drive countless times. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a car runs a red light and slams into your driver's side door with a force that takes your breath away. The sound of crunching metal and shattering glass fills the air. Your car spins out of control and comes to a screeching halt. The airbags deploy, cushioning the impact, but the damage is done. You're seriously injured and require extensive medical treatment. Paramedics arrive quickly, and you're rushed to the hospital. The next few hours are a blur of doctors, nurses, and medical jargon. You're in pain, scared, and unsure of what the future holds. The injuries are severe, and the road to recovery will be long and arduous. As you start to piece together what happened, you learn that the other driver, unfortunately, has the minimum insurance required by your state. This coverage barely scratches the surface of your mounting medical bills. You're faced with a stack of paperwork, each one a reminder of the financial burden you now carry. The stress of lost wages and the pain and suffering you endure only add to the overwhelming situation. You find yourself staring at an empty wallet, wondering how you'll make ends meet. The medical bills keep piling up, and the reality of your situation sets in. You're unable to work, and the financial strain is taking its toll. The physical pain is one thing, but the emotional and financial stress is another battle entirely. This is where UM/UIM coverage becomes a lifesaver. Uninsured motorist, UM, and underinsured motorist, UIM, coverage are designed to protect you in situations like this. They step in when the at-fault driver's insurance isn't enough to cover your expenses. With UM/UIM coverage, you have a safety net that ensures you're not left to shoulder the financial burden alone. It covers medical bills, lost wages, and even pain and suffering, giving you the peace of mind to focus on your recovery. So the next time you review your insurance policy, remember the importance of UM/UIM coverage. It's not just an add-on, it's a crucial part of protecting yourself and your loved ones from the unexpected. Higher coverage, your financial shield in a collision. Choosing higher UM/UIM coverage limits acts like a financial shield in these situations. It ensures that you and your passengers are protected, regardless of the other driver's insurance status. It's about having peace of mind knowing that you're covered if the unthinkable happens. The cost of cutting corners: financial hardships without UM/UIM. Choosing to forego UM/UIM coverage or opting for low limits might seem like a way to save money on your premiums. At first glance, it appears to be a smart financial decision. After all, who doesn't want to save a few extra dollars each month? But this seemingly small saving can have far-reaching consequences that you might not anticipate. However, this can lead to disastrous financial consequences if you're in an accident with an uninsured or underinsured driver. Imagine the scenario. You're driving home from work, and out of nowhere, another car crashes into you. The other driver doesn't have insurance, or their insurance is insufficient to cover the damages. Suddenly, you're faced with a mountain of expenses that you hadn't planned for. You could be left shouldering massive medical bills, lost income, and other expenses. The immediate aftermath of an accident is stressful enough without the added burden of financial strain. Medical treatments, surgeries, and rehabilitation can quickly add up, leaving you with bills that seem insurmountable. And it's not just medical costs. You might also face expenses for vehicle repairs or replacement, legal fees, and more, potentially leading to debt and financial hardship. Without adequate UM/UIM coverage, you might find yourself dipping into savings, taking out loans, or even facing bankruptcy. The financial ripple effect can be long-lasting, affecting your credit score and your ability to secure loans or mortgages in the future. It's a heavy price to pay for what initially seemed like a minor saving on your insurance premium. On the other hand, investing in UM/UIM coverage provides a safety net. It ensures that you're protected against the financial fallout of accidents involving uninsured or underinsured drivers. This coverage can help pay for medical expenses, lost wages, and other costs, giving you peace of mind and financial stability. It's an investment in your future, safeguarding you and your loved ones from unexpected financial burdens. In conclusion, while it might be tempting to cut corners and save on insurance premiums, the potential financial hardships without UIM coverage are too significant to ignore. Protect yourself and your family by ensuring you have adequate coverage. It's a decision that can make all the difference in the aftermath of an accident, providing you with the support you need to recover both physically and financially. Finding your coverage sweet spot. Tailoring protection to your needs. When choosing your UIM coverage limits, consider your personal financial situation and risk tolerance. Think about your assets, income, and potential expenses in a worst-case scenario. It's generally advisable to have UIM coverage that aligns with your liability limits. Don't gamble with your future. Get the UIM coverage you deserve. Driving is risky enough without adding the financial uncertainty of uninsured and underinsured motorists. Don't leave your financial well-being to chance. Invest in adequate UIM coverage and drive with confidence, knowing that you're protected. It's a small price to pay for peace of mind.